Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the third-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll use the ground game here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind them, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
To throw, it's leg way. Caught in the flat by the running back. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And there's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. And looking for a big play here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
How about Notre Dame sending him back here? Here he comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Myers. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Ouch, that is an obvious call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after the throw. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on 3rd down. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Red Raiders are in the red zone. Handoff to the back. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. He lets it go on the move. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Defense off the field after that sack. The punting unit now on. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Bringing pressure. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And they pick up the 1st down. Tackled at the 25. The Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, that was lightning fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows...
It's a fake. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. They pass on the field goal try. 1st down here for this offense. Using his legs, it's White. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. The shotgun handoff here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch. It's Patchett. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that previous play. Hand off to the single back. Running with purpose. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Hand off to the right side.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They're going to run it here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Red Raiders line up on 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Misses the receiver. Incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. So the offense clicking now, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. A gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught down to the 20. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Texas Tech. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Looking for a deep completion. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, the quarterback gets trailing on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? Made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he knocks through the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On the ground, it's White. Breaking free at the 35. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. And that run good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. To throw, it's Carr. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. It's like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Finding some room with the 25. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Carr. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, these screen passes are all about timing. I really felt the offense looked like they tipped their hand. The defense started to kind of drift that way towards the screen, and by the time the running back catches the ball, there's just nowhere to go.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They'll test the right side here. He's tackled inside the 35, picks up a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Try and muscle for the first down. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Let's throw to the right, looking for the first down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. As a design quarterback keeper. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On the run, it's Davis. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He's going to hand this off. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's 1st and 25 now after another penalty. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. Well, spotted at the 42.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
And the Red Raiders pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Doing a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And now from the pistol formation. Here's the handoff. That's the spin move. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Hey, great job here by this defense. It's going to be 4th down and 1. They bent, but they did not break. We'll see if the offense elects to go for it here on this 4th down play.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. The back's got it. No, he didn't make it. He is stopped short, so you don't take the chance to add to this lead, and the defense will get the football back.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And here comes a deep shot. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 30 now. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The Red Raiders trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Back to throw. It's Carr. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. He's swarmed by the defense. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Big throw caught on the left side. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense recovers, but they're way short of the marker. Ends up killing the drive.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Handoff to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They test the middle but get stopped. That one goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's the 2nd down play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, this
Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Final minutes here, they'll throw it deep downfield. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.